How do I define success for myself now compared to my beginning? I mean, there's no comparison. Right now, in the beginning of my career, you get an audition, uh, and you work hard to get the audition. Your agent says, "We got this audition for you." And now, I mean, I don't really audition as much. More roles come to me. Also, I'm just in control of more of what I do as a producer, as a person producing, as a person, as a visionary of my own brand. Uh, so it's not really all that comparable. Um, but the beginning is necessary. The beginning is how you like take off. So I like how I took off. I took off with Tupac and doing something I was comfortable with, basketball. And then at the same time, I was still literally in school as I made a movie. You know what I'm saying? So I like my beginnings. Now as I am now, uh, I mean, it's different. I could, like back then I could walk down the street, no one would say anything to me. And now I don't have anonymity, and I probably will never have anonymity. And anonymity has a great value. People don't think about that when they become famous or when they want to become famous, but you have to think about the loss of anonymity, in my opinion. If I had to choose someone to portray me in a biopic of me, I would think hard and long about that. And I really like the young actor Yahya Abdul-Mateen. You've seen him in Candyman. I think he was in The Watchmen. Great, great young actors. But there's a lot of great young talent, in my opinion. I really like some of the young actors, but he is a cut above, in my opinion. If I had to name this chapter in my life right now, oh man, it would be called. Let me think about that. Wow. This will sound a little, I don't know how esoteric or something, but joy, joy chapter. You know, literally, I've smiled that I couldn't remove the smile. I've had like I've smiled all day and like giggly all day on how people are receiving me at this time in my life, in my career. So yeah, I'm very joyous in my career at the moment, and yeah, joy, 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 joy. The joy chapter. Some of the biggest lessons I've learned in my career across the decades. Uh, the most important thing I believe is to find yourself, to be yourself. Otherwise, you will be shaped by the shape-shifting cultures around you. You must be yourself. And sometimes being yourself makes you leave this profession. I know people who no longer, pursue these things. But you must be yourself. You must be yourself. And you'll find the good and the bad, and the good or the bad of being yourself, in my opinion. And also staying persistent. You know, to me, um, another big thing I learned in this career of mine over the years is to maintain persistence. Don't give up on what you actually are set out. You set yourself out to do. Like, make sure you stay on your path. Find yourself and stay on your path and see what happens. In my opinion, I've been able to stay on my path and find myself because I look inside myself for what I want to know. I don't really um, get my information from other people. So in other words, as an actor, I don't listen to people tell me anything about it. I do 100% of my own governing of me as an artist. So if I come on a set and you try to tell me how to say the lines and this and that, I'm gonna use the Kevin Durant line. I'm gonna say, you know who I am, right? You know who I am, right? Because you can't really tell me what to do unless you can do it. You know, I'll take it from somebody who can do it, but uh, yeah, not many people are gonna be. I'm not gonna listen to many people tell me what to do, and I think that sustains me in letting me be myself, letting me have my own artistry. You can look at it like society is like a gallery. These movies are on the wall, right? And TV shows are on the wall at the gallery, and That's the way I kind of see it, like as an art form that I put the movies out. They put the TVs and movie shows out, and once they're out, I'm not in the gallery, like just like the artist isn't in the gallery when the people come and watch the stuff, right? And I honor it that way. So I sort of divorce myself from a project the day it's done. I don't go meditating on, I wonder when it's gonna happen with it. You know, I can't wait for it to come out and all that kind of stuff. I try my best to forget about things that I've done so I can get into something else fully, number one. And so I'm not really concerned about it. Like once I finish a project, I might not even see it. I spent 12 hours a day, 4 months. I'm not even gonna see it. I'm not even gonna see it. So, you know, I'll hear about it from fans or from people who have seen it, who are viewers of it. And if they liked it, they liked it. If they didn't, like for instance, Next Day Air. Next Day Air, I watched Ebert critique. And for those who don't know who Ebert is, there's Roger Ebert. It used to be Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel. Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel were the preeminent film critics. They set the standard for film critics, right? And they were from Chicago, right here. Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel, rest in peace. Roger Ebert, I'm not sure what Roger Ebert is doing or his status, but I'm not sure. But Roger Ebert critiqued Next Day Air, a film I did with director Benny Boom, starring me and Mike Epps and Mos Def and Donald Faison and others, Omari Hardwick, there's others. But they critiqued that film. They went through this whole dissertation about how they really didn't like the film. They gave no positive critique of the film at all. But at literally the very end of the movie, the one thing they said they liked was me. And it made me feel like, I can't believe this. I can't believe my career. I can't believe my career. I can't. I, I wouldn't. I don't know how I feel about being set apart from. I'm not I don't see myself as a scene stiller type actor. I'm not. I just want to tell the story accurately and have fun doing it and make sure we did our best. But I don't see myself as a film, you know, as a scene stealer. Like, but lo and behold, I mean, that's what they said at the very end, the very last thing. The one thing good about this film, they said, was Wood Harris, which is phenomenal. It's just so bizarre, but I have a very surreal career. It's literally 30 years old. I've had people tattoo me all over their bodies and stuff. I'm probably the most tatted actor on other people from different, and it's not me to them, obviously. They don't know me. They might be knowing me now from what we're doing, but they're tattooing Ace on them or, you know, Avon, different characters, you know, big tats too. Like, wow, I can't believe you guys got like. But anyway, this is Wood Harris, and you are checking out 24/7 HH. Peace.